To create a new project on iMovie, you're first going to be at this screen and you're going to click on Create New. This will give you the option to make a movie or a trailer. For this, we are going to make a movie. Will get you to this screen, which will show you is kind of your workstation. So this is where all your media will be imported. This is the screen that will show you what you're doing. And down here is where you will basically work and create and edit. And then you've got options up on the top that help you edit and make it fine-tuned. So first we're going to import the media. So you click on the little down arrow and you have all of your media that you can choose from. So you highlight with blue, and to highlight more than one I use Shift and then I clicked on everything that I want, and you can import as much or as little as you want. So you do this for pictures, for the video, and you do all of that, and when you import it, it will then show up in your media. In starting the project, all you have to simply do is drag and drop. So you take whatever clip you want and you drag it down to the bottom. So here I'm going to show you how to do a little editing. So what you're going to do is you're going to do Control Command, and those options are going to pop up. And then you just simply drag the clip to where you want it. So you can snip it from the end, you can split the clip in the middle. A key thing to know is that whatever's highlighted in yellow is what's going to actually work. And you can even crop right in the clip in the media section before you drag and drop it into your project. Adding backgrounds is a fun way to kind of make your project flow better and separate sections of your project. So here you see you've got a wide selection of different backgrounds you want to choose. Now they do not have a purple and gold option, but you can create that purple and gold that you want. So simply what you do is you take it, and it's again drag and drop. So I'm taking the color red, because then when you go up to these little tools, you click on the little paint palette, you can mess around with these different little bars that can get you the color that you want. So I've done this just by messing around to pick purple, and I've done it to also make a gold color. So you can make whatever color you choose. Adding text to your project is very simple. Again, it's just another drag and drop. You have a wide selection of different captions and headings that you can use to make your show pop. So you just can drop it right above what you want, where you want your text to appear, so like over the background side. So to open up the show, we use WHS news show. You can add the date, you can do whatever you want. We'll have each section of the show, you add the text, you can choose the same text every time, you can make it different. You really make it what you want. You could even add the text within the videos, like a caption, maybe saying who the person is that's anchoring, or whatever you want. It's all your creativity. You also have the ability to change whatever color you want the text to be. So you can do the purple and gold, you can do whatever color you want. You just make sure that your text is highlighted and your box is in yellow, so that way you know that's where you're working, and just change the color. Probably one of my favorite things to do is to add pictures to the video. It really enhances what you're talking about. So what you do is you take your image and you will drag it and drop it over the portion of the video clip. And then you just drag it to however long you want it to fit what you're talking about. So you go to the little crop. It always goes automatically to the Ken Burns effect. So we will do crop to fit. And then you will go to the little picture little squares, and you click on picture in picture. This will give you the option to then drop the picture within the picture, so picture in picture. This is really nice because then it kind of enhances what you're talking about. So if you're talking about Wilson football, you drop the football helmet in there. You will add pictures of people we are talking about. It really just makes it pop and a little bit more interesting. Adding music to the project is a really fun way to make the show really engaging. So within each transition, we will add music. So you go to audio and you just have a wide bank of copyright-free music that you can use to put into the news show. you can then there's little tiny little balls at the beginning and the end of the clip, and that you drag it to kind of fade in and out, so it doesn't just kind of abruptly end. You can fade it out as it's coming to the close of that clip that you want, and right into the transition of the news show. Transitions are kind of a fun way to make the news show a little bit more professional and kind of flow from clip to clip. It's nice because then you have, a fun little way to transition from the opening slides to the videos itself. It's really simple to use. Again, all it is just a drag and drop. You take whatever transition you want and you drag it in between the clips. There's these little black bars in between the clips, and that's kind of the space that you will drag it to where you want the transition to go. Tip 1 is to talk loud and clear. The anchors need to really make sure that they talk extra loud and very clear. The camera that we use has a built-in mic, so it will pick up, one, it'll pick up extra background noise, and two, it will the distance between the person and the camera is a little bit further. So one, you want to make sure you are quiet around the camera, and two, you want to make sure that the anchor talks loud and clear. It's easier to bring a clip audio down than it is to raise the audio. One good way is making sure you're aware of the background noise. In the library, it's easier to control, but when you go out to like the commons area or the hallway, there's extra noise, and you've got to be very careful about that. Also, if you go outside, it can get really windy and it'll make funky noises in the camera. So just be aware of the extra noise that is around you. Tip 2 is what I call the 1/3 rule. So when you are filming with a camera, you want to make sure that the anchor is in 1/3 of the camera frame. So you will have this extra small space to the side. This way it will give you enough space to put a drop down, but also you don't want the anchor to be center focus. It just makes it a little bit more clean and look a little bit more professional, and gives you that extra room to add things to the side. Tip 3, you want to make sure you pay attention to where you're filming. Here's an example of a clip that wasn't so great. So as you can see, we were outside filming the weather segment, and I'm kind of facing directly in the sun, which is causing me to squint. So it doesn't look very professional. Also, you want to make sure that the background is not super busy. It's better to film on just a nice solid brick wall, where there's no extra movement in the background, because that can get kind of distracting. So if you can find a place that's not very busy, make sure the anchor is not having to squint or look down. Just makes it a little bit more clean and a little bit more professional. My last tip is just to have fun. This show is what you make it. This is all student built, student designed, student run. So just explore. A lot of things that I'm telling you about, I discovered on my own just playing around with iMovie. So don't be afraid to explore, make the show your own, and just have fun and be proud of it.